Hi, this is Deb Randall coming to you live from Venus Theater, taking tweets, hashtag Feral Venus, and we're entering our feral season, our 15th year here at Venus. Our first question comes from Bovine Yarn Innards. He asks, what is a black box? Technical answer, the first place I would point you would to say, go look at the happenings in the 1970s and see how work just started to appear spontaneously in all these places. Also, you want to look at Grotowski, Artaud, and Brooke. They have a lot of theories on it. A lot's been written about it. I'm just going to talk to you from my own experience because I've been doing this, depending on how you count, for about 30 years. For me, a black box is a theater that initially was not intended to be a theater. That's been transformed through a lot of passion, a lot of skill, a lot of labor, and a whole lot of grit. And I would say that the grit is key. Like in any art form, you know, when you get that kind of that special grit that it's the opposite of sterile. It brings a flavor, it brings the flavor of the environment, it brings the flavor of every person that's ever contributed. It's never washed completely clean. You feel the resonance when you walk in the room, you feel it in the boards and the wall. The purpose of the black box is to take plays that have been developed, have been read publicly, have been workshopped, and in our case, a lot of times all over the world, and to give them their first, second, or third staging. This is with what we call minimal production value. So that's like no pyrotechnics and that kind of thing. We don't have fly space to fly things in. Probably theater, when you normally think of it, is proscenium. That's that picture frame that you grew up with in elementary, junior high, high school. So that's completely valid. This sort of smashes the picture frame. That's what the black box does. It grabs onto intimacy. The audience breathes with the actors because the spaces aren't that big. And it's all about bodies, voices, and text. So you're taking the words on the page and you're putting them into the body and the voice of the actor and you're letting it play. In this way, the playwright and the whole team can see how it's landing and where it maybe needs to go back and be reworked a little bit. You can only do so much through a reading or workshop, so the full production, you need 3 full productions for a work to actually realize itself. So that is the point, purpose, and reason for the black box. The best way to know, though, is to come see the show. So come to Venus, www.venustheater.org. We've got 4 world premieres coming up all year round. So experience it for yourself and keep creating. Hashtag Feral Venus.